What is going on, people inside that internet machine? Welcome to another pickup video. 2 pickup videos in 1 week. I must really like you. CMRetro, modern games and retro games. So I got up today, went to the post office, dropped off some packages, do my normal, driving up the road there, looking for garage sale signs. I saw one, it was like all baby stuff and women's clothing, not for me. Get close to the Goodwill, see another garage sale sign, pull in. It's all like holiday decorations, women's clothing, and you know, dishes and crock pots, stuff like that. So didn't get anything there. Stopped at Goodwill, found some good stuff to resell at Goodwill. Some DVDs here. Blue Lagoon, The Awakening, $2. Looks like it's consistently about a $25 seller, so we'll get that resurfaced and listed. And then saw this. This is Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen, Around the World. It's got all the classics on there. When in Rome, Getting There, Winning London, and Holiday in the Sun, right? Well, someone has one of these on eBay right now for $66. I think a better price is around the $30 to $40 range. Mine has a little condition issues and I'll have to resurface the discs. I'm not trying to be the best at storing Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen DVDs, so I'm gonna list this for probably like $16.99, $17.99, plus media mail shipping, which should be cheap. But yeah, those were the DVD pickups. So a while back, I was over at the flea market on Main, and they actually had some video games out there. And I snagged this copy of Super Mario Brothers 3. It was $8, but by the time you bundle things together and then they kind of give you a discount because you're paying in cash, I probably got $5 or $6 into this, so I was happy with that. But I come home and I pop it in the top, I clean off the pins, pop it in the top loader, and the pins pushed into the cartridge. So I was like, what? So I open this thing up, and while the board is fine, the label's decent, got some scratches and stuff there, but the plastic on the inside where it holds the board, it looks like those broke and somebody tried to super glue them and they did a bad job at it. So they weren't staying in place. So the board is pushing up into the cartridge. So I took the board out, tested the cartridge, or the board, you know, I took the board out, tested the board, and it works fine. So I've just had this for a while. And what I've been looking for is like a donor cartridge, like maybe a game that the label's all ripped off of, or, you know, whatever. Cheap game that I could cannibalize so I could have a copy of Mario Brothers 3. So I go to Maxine's Bargain Box. I asked Dave, I said, hey Dave, you got any old Nintendo games that, you know, don't work? Maybe they're like broken or whatever, because I just need the cartridge. So he comes out with a copy of Little Mermaid on the NES and says, yeah, we've cleaned the hell out of this game, can't get it to work. I'm like, okay, cool. So he just gave it to me for free. So I said, hey, you got any, you know, manuals, boxes of manuals laying around? He's like, yeah, we usually save that, so when we get a game that doesn't have a manual, we'll put the manual with it and we'll make it complete, you know, sell it that way. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I look in there and there's a Legend of Zelda manual, and this is the first print run. So, you know, it's in color and it's really nice. It did not have a manual for Zelda. So he said, well, if it's a manual that has some value, I'll charge you for it. I'm like, that's fine. So what do you want for this Zelda first print manual? He's like, oh, you can just have it. So now he's giving me the cartridge and a Zelda manual for free. So I'm like, hey, how much do you want for this this Battletoads poster? Looks like that goes in the Battletoads game, which I have complete. So he's like, complete is complete, right? It's you know, the game, the manual, the styrofoam, the box, all the little inserts, all that stuff. You know, complete. I'm a little liberal with that term, so, you know, game, manual, box, that's good enough for me in my collection. But I saw this. I'm not worried about getting, you know, the Nintendo Power insert or you know, the precautions insert or something like that, but something that's like game specific. You know, this is a Battletoads Trade West poster that goes in there. He's like, yeah, just take it. So I got that cartridge for free, got the Battletoads poster for free, and the Zelda manual for free. So I'm like, man, I feel compelled to buy something, you know? So I'm walking over to the Wii U and see Gianna Sisters Twisted Dreams Director's Cut. Has the, I guess, the manual But I just have a feeling about this game. I don't know if this was released on the Switch, and I don't know what the print run on this particular game was, considering the Wii U terrible life cycle for that console, you know. But it's a platformer, so I'll definitely play it. But yeah, he gave me a free cartridge, gave me the manual and the Battletoads thing for free, which I was very grateful for. But I get home, and I'm thinking, like, if this Little Mermaid cartridge is rusted through or the pins are broken or something, it's unsalvageable, I'll just throw the board away and tear the sticker off and use the cartridge for my little Super Mario Bros. 3 project. Well, I took the game apart, the Little Mermaid game apart, and noticed that it was a little dirty on there, so I took some Brasso, got it on there, you know, cleaned it up, popped it in the top loader, worked first time. All right, got the top loader hooked up. Just cleaned this, so put that in there. Well, I'm not gonna like keep this guy's $15 game, and Maxine's is 5 minutes up the street. So I went back up there and I said, Dave. He's like, did you get that to work? I'm like, yes, I just took it apart, used some Brasso, you know, and some cotton swabs with rubbing alcohol, and got the excess Brasso off there and polished them up real nice. Showed him a video that it worked, and he said, oh my God, I'm gonna have so much fun teasing my guys who said that they cleaned this. And I said, well, that's cool, but it was also missing a screw on the back, so I don't know if they dropped a screw. I don't know what you guys are doing here. So, you know, when I have bad cartridges, I'll keep those security bit screws. He's like, well, just grab another game off the shelf, it's fine. I said, all right, so I'm gonna grab one that's in poor condition. So I grabbed Super Spike V-Ball and World Cup Tennis, right? Terrible label, it's like a $5 game, got condition issues. Nobody's gonna buy this, okay? And somebody bought it. They turned it into the store $3,724. That's when they priced it, at least. So I don't know how long the game's been there. So I get this game home, and I open it up, you know, because I'm just gonna rip this label off. I open it up, it's a reproduction board in this game, and I'm like, who makes a reproduction board for like a super common Nintendo game? Like, that can't be a viable business practice, you know what I mean? Like, by the time you put all the money and resources into getting the parts and putting the board in there for, you know, a $5 game. So I called Dave. I said, bro, that game that I just got from you, I don't feel bad now throwing away a repro board for, you know, a super common NES game. And he just started laughing. So yeah, got that. So I took some trade credit up there. I had these Disney store cookie jars. These things are monsters. They're like this big. And I got them for 20 bucks years ago, like 5-6 years ago, long time ago. And I've had them listed on Facebook Marketplace. No one really wanted them. And then I had some resin Disney figures. And that's stuff that they take up there. Maxine's, they take video games, DVDs, Blu-rays, toys, statues, comic books, gaming cards. Like they do everything. They pretty much take everything except like VHS tapes, cassette tapes, and CDs, right? You know, when it comes to like collectibles. So I had all this stuff, and I had like $46 into this stuff, and it's just been sitting around. So I decided to take it up there today. I was expecting to get about $95 in trade credit, and they said, listen, we'll give you $130 in trade credit, which I was very, very grateful for. But I was looking around, and I knew that this was a game that I wanted, but it's not a game that I would particularly pay for, and that is Ghoul School on the Nintendo. Really nice label on that. They had 40 bucks on it, and they listed condition on the tag, but this is just sticker residue. You know, that'll come right off. So when I first looked at it, I thought, you know, it was doing that bubbling thing that some of these do. No, it's gonna be a mint condition cartridge once I get that sticker residue off. But what I do with the trade credit is I try and look for things that are undervalued, things that I probably wouldn't pay for out of pocket. And I kind of get it that way. So basically for the price of those two, you know, cookie jars, just I couldn't even think. And Surf Blue just messaged me. You know, I got a copy of Ghoul School, which I'm happy with. It's like a $50 game or so. So they had it about $10 underpriced because of, you know, the condition. But like I said, that'll clean right up. we got trade show coming up at the end of the year, and Xbox 360 games are absolutely on fire right now, and I don't know why. Are they taking them off the store? I don't do Xbox, so I don't know what's going on with like the Microsoft Store. Are they taking games off? Whatever it is. So I grabbed Lollipop Chainsaw. Again, a game that sort of everybody is looking for, kind of wants. You know, it's one of those flashy titles for the 360. Although I will say this is probably not as rare as people want to make it out to be. It's a multi-plat game, and there's plenty of copies on eBay. But you know, fun little zombie smash 'em up game. So I had to get Lollipop Chainsaw. I don't know if I'll play it. I'll bring it to the trade show. And you know, this is about a $45, $50 game. They had it at 40. So I got it a little bit underpriced. We'll need a little case cleaning right there, a little smudge. And then another game I got, this was $25. Again, underpriced a little bit, and I was very happy to find it. And I will bring this to the trade show because I already own it. It is Death Smiles on the Xbox 360. This is an awesome shooter. If you've never played this game, it is awesome. Like I said, I have the collector's edition, and it comes with the CD. Now, what makes Death Smiles really cool is that this comes with, you can kind of choose your own path. You know, it's infinite continues, so you'll beat it the first try. But this one comes with, I think there was a standard version, then there was like this version, then there was a collector's version that came with the faceplate. You can see it comes with the Mega Black Label version. All right, this Mega Black Label version, let's talk about that real quick and why you want this game. Specifically, this one or the collector's edition over the standard edition. The Black Label version was an arcade cabinet that they only made 250 of. It was Japan only. So the likelihood of you running into that arcade cabinet or being able to play the Black Label version another way is pretty slim. And I do think you get an extra character on the Black Label version. The only thing that was wrong with this is it has a little bit of water damage right there, but it didn't go through to the back of the artwork. So it must have just been a little stain. But yeah, grab some Xbox 360 games, some really, really good games. I think Death Smiles is about 40 bucks. I would say probably in this condition, it might be like 30. But yeah, anyway, trading up on those. And I was annoying Dave the whole day. I was like, hey, do you have any Fantastic N64 controllers? Do you have any of that? He's like, you know, I said, hey, do you have any PS3 cases and manuals, some empties, because I'm looking to fill some games. Record of Argus War Zero, Metal Gear Legacy Collection. He's like, I don't know, I trust you. Go in the back, and there's a wall where they've just got all these empty cases and manuals. Well, lo and behold, down on the bottom shelf was this little Grail here, and he only charged me $25 for it, which of course was trade credit. But let me tell you something, when I saw this, my heart stopped. Everybody has a Grail or Grails that they want to get in video games, right, for their video game collection. For me, I always wanted a complete copy of Donkey Kong Country. The cartridge that's in here is my childhood cartridge. The manual that's in here, my brother-in-law had, you know, a bunch of games, and we used to do a gift exchange for Christmas. And one of the things he threw into my gift bag was the manual for Donkey Kong Country. So I've always been on the lookout for a box for Donkey Kong Country. And of course I got box protectors, but I threw that on there right away, put everything in there. Man, I can't tell you how awesome it is to have, you know, a complete in-box copy of Donkey Kong Country. I know it's probably missing a little insert or a flyer or something. And while it is in really, really good condition all the way around, it does have one little blemish right there where it looked like somebody put their thumb on it. You know, I am certainly not complaining at $25 in trade credit. It has the, you know, the tray in there. Wow. Yeah, just having this in my hand is actually really, really amazing. Brings back a lot of memories. Donkey Kong Country is a top 5 Super Nintendo game for me, and I'm very, very happy to have that now in the collection. All right, so that is going to do it. Leave a comment down below. What have you been picking up? Have you been finding anything good at garage sales? You know, I picked up that Disney Infinity lot and said it was like all garbage, you know, but I did sell Ant-Man today for $8. So that's 8 of my $20 back. I'm very, very excited. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, share on social media. Don't forget to bang that notification bell so you can stay up to date on all of your CMRetro gaming goodness. Ooh, yeah. Take care of yourselves, and we will see you on the next one.